the endless to-do lists, the weight of worry, or the fog of doubt. Perhaps it's a fleeting moment when the world grows still, and you sense a gentle pull, like a whisper from the universe, calling you to something vast, something sacred. What if that whisper wasn't just a feeling, but a frequency, a sound wave that could bridge your soul to the cosmos, guiding you to peace, clarity, and a higher state of consciousness? Today, we're embarking on a transformative journey to explore the 963 Hz frequency, often called the frequency of the gods. This isn't just about sound, it's about rediscovering the stillness within you, a stillness that holds the key to unlocking your deepest wisdom and reconnecting with the infinite. For those of you who feel overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, or the quiet ache of unfulfilled dreams, this frequency could be the gentle hand you've been searching for, guiding you back to yourself. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself standing beneath a boundless, starlit sky. The air is cool, the stars pulse with a soft glow, and a faint hum resonates in the distance, not just around you, but within you. That hum is the universe speaking, inviting you to listen, to feel, to awaken. The 963 Hz frequency is that sacred vibration, a cosmic thread weaving your heart to the greater whole. It's a reminder that you are not just a solitary soul navigating life's storms, you are a vital note in the symphony of existence. In the moments to come, we'll unravel the science behind this frequency, its spiritual significance, and the profound ways it can heal and uplift. We'll explore stories of transformation, practical steps to bring this vibration into your life, and the ripple effect of aligning with the universe's pulse. This isn't about escaping life's challenges, it's about finding the strength to face them with grace, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. So, take a deep breath, let the noise of the world fade, and let's step into this journey together, a journey to discover how 963 Hz can open the gates to your higher wisdom and reconnect you with the boundless beauty of the cosmos. Every particle in the universe hums with life, vibrating in a cosmic dance that binds the stars to the cells in your body. At the heart of this dance lies the 963 Hz frequency, a tone so profound it's often called the frequency of the gods, or the crown chakra resonance. But what exactly is this frequency, and why does it hold such transformative power? The 963 Hz frequency belongs to the Solfeggio scale, a series of ancient tones believed to carry sacred healing properties. Unlike other frequencies, 963 Hz is uniquely tied to the crown chakra, known as Sahasrara in Sanskrit, meaning thousand-petaled lotus. This energy center, located at the top of your head, is the bridge between your individual consciousness and the universal mind. Imagine it as a luminous portal, a cosmic antenna that tunes your soul to the infinite wisdom of the universe. When activated, it dissolves the illusion of separation, reminding you that you are not just a solitary being, but a thread in the vast tapestry of existence. From a scientific perspective, sound is more than just noise, it's energy that shapes our minds and bodies. Research in neuroacoustics, such as studies published in the Journal of Neuroacoustic Research, demonstrates that specific frequencies can influence brainwave activity. The 963 Hz tone is particularly potent, coaxing the brain into theta and delta states, realms of deep meditation, heightened intuition, and profound insight. In these states, the chatter of the conscious mind fades, and you tap into a wellspring of creativity and clarity. It's as if the frequency acts like a key, unlocking doors to parts of your mind you rarely access in the rush of daily life. But the magic of 963 Hz transcends science, it's a visceral experience, a sensation that resonates in your bones. Have you ever heard a melody that stopped you in your tracks, stirring emotions you couldn't name? That's the essence of 963 Hz. It's not just a sound, it's a call from the cosmos, a gentle vibration that wraps around your heart and whispers, "You are more than your struggles." You are connected to all that is. This frequency invites you to pause, to listen, and to remember your place in the grand symphony of the universe. What sets 963 Hz apart is its ability to harmonize the physical, emotional, and spiritual. It's said to activate the pineal gland, often referred to as the third eye, which governs intuition and perception. Ancient cultures, from the Egyptians to the Vedic sages, revered this gland as a gateway to higher consciousness. Modern science supports this, with studies suggesting that sound frequencies can stimulate melatonin production, enhancing sleep, mood, and mental clarity. Whether you approach it through the lens of spirituality or science, 963 Hz is a beacon, guiding you toward a state of unity and awakening. As we move forward, we'll explore how this frequency isn't just a concept but a tool, one that can soothe your stress, ignite your intuition, and reconnect you with the divine. So, let's keep listening to that cosmic call, letting it lead us deeper into the mystery and beauty of 963 Hz. To truly grasp the power of 963 Hz, we must first understand the profound role that sound plays in shaping our reality. Everything in the universe, from the distant galaxies to the beating of your heart, is in constant motion, vibrating at specific frequencies. Quantum physics tells us that what we perceive as solid matter is, at its core, a dynamic interplay of energy waves. Sound, as a form of vibrational energy, has the remarkable ability to influence this interplay, resonating with our bodies, minds, and even our emotions. Consider this: your body is a living orchestra, with every cell, organ, and thought contributing to a symphony of vibrations. When this symphony is in harmony, you feel vibrant, focused, and at peace. But when it's out of tune, disrupted by stress, anxiety, or negative emotions, you experience discord, both physically and mentally. The 963 Hz frequency acts like a master conductor, gently guiding your inner orchestra back to balance. One of the most compelling scientific insights into sound's impact comes from the work of Dr. Masaru Emoto in the 1970s. In his groundbreaking experiments, Emoto exposed water to various sounds, words, and intentions, then froze it to observe the resulting crystal structures. Harmonious music and positive words produced intricate, symmetrical crystals, while discordant sounds and negative phrases created chaotic, fragmented forms. Given that the human body is over 60% water, these findings suggest that sound frequencies, like 963 Hz, could influence the very molecules within us, reshaping our emotional and physical states at a cellular level. Imagine the water in your body aligning into beautiful, coherent patterns as you listen to this frequency, fostering a sense of inner harmony. Neuroscience offers further evidence of sound's transformative power. A 2018 study from the University of California explored how specific frequencies can synchronize brainwave patterns, promoting states of relaxation, focus, or creativity. The 963 Hz frequency is particularly effective at guiding the brain into theta, 4 to 8 Hz, and delta, 0.5 to 4 Hz, states, brainwave ranges associated with deep meditation, intuition, and restorative sleep. In these states, the prefrontal cortex, which governs overthinking and stress, quiets down, allowing the subconscious mind to surface. This is where profound insights, creative breakthroughs, and a sense of connection to something greater often emerge. The 963 Hz frequency also appears to interact with the pineal gland, a small, pinecone-shaped structure in the brain often called the third eye. This gland regulates melatonin, which governs sleep cycles, and is linked to intuition and perception in spiritual traditions. Research from the Journal of Pineal Research suggests that external stimuli, including sound, can influence pineal gland activity, potentially enhancing mood and mental clarity. When you listen to 963 Hz, you may be stimulating this gland, creating a cascade of effects that ripple through your nervous system, calming anxiety and sharpening your inner vision. Beyond these mechanisms, sound has a direct impact on the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary functions like heart rate and breathing. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that certain frequencies can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, reducing cortisol levels and promoting relaxation. The 963 Hz frequency, with its soothing, resonant tone, is like a gentle lullaby for your nervous system, easing you out of fight-or-flight mode and into a state of calm presence. But the science of 963 Hz isn't just about measurable effects, it's about the potential for transformation. Think of a time when a song moved you to tears or lifted your spirits without explanation. That's the power of sound at work, bypassing the logical mind and speaking directly to your soul. The 963 Hz frequency amplifies this effect, acting as a tuning fork that aligns your entire being with the rhythm of the universe. It's not magic, but it's as close as science gets to the miraculous, a bridge between the tangible and the transcendent. As we move forward, we'll explore how this frequency has touched lives, weaving stories of healing and awakening that bring its power into focus. The science sets the stage, but it's the human experience that truly illuminates the path. Let's pause for a moment and step into a story that might feel familiar, like a reflection of your own journey. Meet Clara, a 42-year-old high school teacher living in a bustling city. Her days were a relentless cycle of lesson plans, parent meetings, and family responsibilities. Beneath her composed exterior, Clara was unraveling. Anxiety gnawed at her, a constant companion that whispered doubts about her worth and her future. Nights were the hardest, her mind raced with worries, robbing her of sleep and leaving her exhausted. She felt like a shadow of the vibrant woman she once was, as if life had buried her dreams under a mountain of obligations. One rainy evening, Clara sat alone in her living room, the weight of the day pressing down on her. Scrolling aimlessly online, she stumbled across a video titled, 963 Hz, Cosmic Connection. The description promised peace, clarity, and a connection to something greater. Clara was skeptical. How could a sound change anything? She tried meditation apps, therapy, and self-help books, all with fleeting results. But something about the phrase, cosmic connection, tugged at her heart, a faint echo of the curiosity she'd felt as a young girl gazing at the stars. Desperate for a moment of relief, she plugged in her headphones and pressed play. At first, the 963 Hz frequency was just a sound, a soft, resonant hum that seemed to fill the room. Clara closed her eyes, expecting nothing more than a brief distraction. But as she breathed deeply, something extraordinary happened. The hum began to feel alive, like a gentle current flowing through her body. It was as if the sound was wrapping her in a warm, invisible embrace, soothing the jagged edges of her anxiety. For the first time in years, her mind grew quiet. The relentless chatter of worry faded, replaced by a profound stillness that felt both unfamiliar and deeply familiar, like coming home to herself. Clara listened for 20 minutes, and when she opened her eyes, tears were streaming down her face, not tears of sadness, but of release. She couldn't explain it, but she felt lighter, as if a heavy veil had lifted. That night, she slept deeply for the first time in months, waking with a spark of hope she hadn't felt in years. Intrigued, Clara made the 963 Hz frequency a daily ritual. Each evening, she'd carve out time to listen, sometimes journaling afterward to capture the thoughts and feelings that surfaced. Over weeks, subtle but powerful changes emerged. Clara began to notice moments of clarity in her day, solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable appeared effortlessly. She felt more intuitive, trusting her gut when making decisions, whether it was navigating a tricky conversation with a student or choosing a new path for herself. She rediscovered her love for painting, a passion she'd abandoned in her 20s, and started creating again, each brushstroke a step toward reclaiming her joy. The 963 Hz frequency didn't erase her challenges, bills still piled up, and life remained demanding, but it gave her a new lens. She began to see herself not as a victim of circumstance, but as a creator of her own inner peace. Clara's story isn't a fairy tale with a perfect ending. She still faces struggles, but she's no longer defined by them. The 963 Hz frequency became her anchor, a reminder that within her lies a wellspring of wisdom and resilience. Her journey mirrors countless others around the world, people who, like you, may be searching for a way to quiet the storm within. Clara's transformation began with a single moment of curiosity, a willingness to listen. Could this be the moment for you to take that step, to let the 963 Hz frequency guide you toward your own stillness? As we continue, we'll explore the spiritual dimensions of this frequency, diving into its connection to the divine and how it can awaken your highest potential. Clara's story is just the beginning, a testament to the power of sound to heal, uplift, and reconnect us to the cosmos. Now, let's venture beyond the realm of science and stories into the sacred heart of the 963 Hz frequency, its spiritual essence. For millennia, sound has been a revered conduit for transcendence, a bridge between the earthly and the divine. From the resonant chants of Vedic sages in ancient India to the haunting hymns of Gregorian monks in medieval Europe, cultures across time have used sound to touch the infinite. The 963 Hz frequency carries this timeless legacy, serving as a portal to the divine, a vibration that aligns your soul with the pulse of the cosmos. At its core, 963 Hz is intimately tied to the crown chakra, known as Sahasrara in Sanskrit, which translates to thousand-petaled lotus. This energy center, envisioned as a radiant violet light at the crown of your head, is the gateway to pure consciousness. It's where the boundaries of the self dissolve, and you experience unity with all that is. In spiritual traditions, the crown chakra is the seat of enlightenment, the point where the individual soul merges with the universal spirit. When you listen to 963 Hz, you're not merely hearing a sound, you're engaging in a sacred dialogue, a communion with the divine that transcends words and concepts. Imagine standing on a quiet mountaintop at dawn, the first rays of sunlight warming your face as the stars fade above. In that moment, you feel an unspoken connection to the universe, a sense that you are both infinitely small and boundlessly vast. This is the essence of 963 Hz. Mystics and spiritual teachers describe it as the frequency of pure awareness, where the ego, the voice that clings to fear, doubt, and separation, falls silent. In its place arises a profound knowing, a recognition that you are not separate from the cosmos but an integral part of its eternal dance. This idea of unity is echoed across spiritual traditions. In the Upanishads, ancient Hindu texts, it is said, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that, meaning you are one with the divine. In Christian mysticism, the concept of oneness with God reflects a similar truth. The 963 Hz frequency amplifies this understanding, acting as a sonic key that unlocks the crown chakra and invites you to experience this oneness firsthand. It's as if the frequency whispers, you are not alone. You are the universe experiencing itself. Modern spiritual thinkers, like Deepak Chopra, emphasize the role of vibration in aligning mind, body, and soul. In his book Quantum Healing, Chopra writes, the body is a symphony of vibrations, and healing is the art of tuning it to its highest potential. The 963 Hz frequency is that tuning fork, resonating with the highest frequencies of your being. It doesn't impose change but gently guides you back to your natural state, a state of harmony, clarity, and connection to the divine. When you listen, you may feel a subtle expansion, as if your consciousness is stretching beyond the confines of your body, touching the edges of the infinite. This spiritual dimension of 963 Hz is particularly powerful for those over 35, who may be grappling with existential questions or a longing for deeper meaning. Life's demands, careers, relationships, responsibilities, can create a sense of disconnection, a feeling that you've lost touch with your purpose. The 963 Hz frequency offers a path back to that purpose, not by providing answers, but by helping you access the wisdom already within you. It's like a lighthouse, guiding you through the fog of doubt to the shores of your own inner truth. But this connection to the divine isn't reserved for mystics or sages, it's available to anyone willing to listen with an open heart. You don't need to understand chakras or recite mantras to feel the effects. Simply sitting in the presence of 963 Hz, allowing its vibration to wash over you, can awaken a sense of reverence, a quiet awe for the mystery of existence. It's a reminder that the divine isn't somewhere out there, but within you, woven into the very fabric of your being. As we move forward, we'll explore how this frequency can anchor your emotions, offering a practical tool to soothe stress and cultivate resilience. The spiritual and the practical are not separate, they intertwine, creating a holistic path to healing and awakening. Let's continue this journey, letting the 963 Hz frequency illuminate the way. If you're over 35, you know that life can sometimes feel like a relentless storm. The weight of responsibilities, whether it's a demanding job, caring for loved ones, or navigating financial pressures, can pile up, pressing against your chest like a heavy stone. Add to that the sting of past regrets or the quiet dread of an uncertain future, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed, as if you're drowning in a sea of stress and anxiety. In those moments, the 963 Hz frequency emerges as a lifeline, a gentle yet powerful anchor to ground you in calm and restore your inner balance. The beauty of 963 Hz lies in its ability to soothe the emotional turbulence that so many of us carry. When you listen to this frequency, it's like pressing a reset button for your nervous system. The body's autonomic nervous system, which governs involuntary functions like heart rate and breathing, has two modes: the sympathetic, fight-or-flight, response, which kicks in during stress, and the parasympathetic, rest and digest, mode, which promotes relaxation. Chronic stress keeps us locked in fight-or-flight, flooding the body with cortisol and leaving us wired, exhausted, or both. The 963 Hz frequency, with its smooth, resonant tone, gently nudges the nervous system toward the parasympathetic state, signaling to your body that it's safe to rest, to breathe, to heal. Scientific research supports this effect. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that sound-based therapies, including specific frequencies, could reduce anxiety levels by up to 30% in participants after just a few sessions. Another study from Frontiers in Psychology in 2021 showed that certain tones can lower heart rate variability and cortisol levels, key indicators of stress. But beyond the numbers, it's the felt experience that truly matters. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, the 963 Hz frequency flowing through your headphones. As you close your eyes and breathe deeply, you feel a subtle shift, a softening in your shoulders, a loosening in your chest. The weight you've been carrying begins to lift, replaced by a gentle warmth that spreads through your body like sunlight breaking through clouds. That's the gift of 963 Hz. This frequency doesn't promise to erase life's challenges. No sound can make bills disappear or mend every wound, but it equips you to face them with a renewed sense of resilience. It's like a steady hand on your shoulder, reminding you that peace isn't something you have to chase in the external world, it's a state you can cultivate within, no matter the circumstances. For those battling anxiety or depression, this can be a game changer. The 963 Hz frequency creates a space where the mind can pause, where the endless loop of worry or self-criticism loses its grip, allowing you to reconnect with a deeper, calmer part of yourself. Consider the experience of someone like Clara, whom we met earlier. Her anxiety once felt like an unbreakable chain, binding her to sleepless nights and a constant sense of inadequacy. But when she began listening to 963 Hz, she found moments of reprieve, pockets of stillness that grew larger with each session. Over time, these moments became a foundation, a place she could return to when life felt overwhelming. The frequency didn't solve her problems, but it gave her the emotional clarity to navigate them, to see herself not as a victim of her stress but as a person capable of rising above it. The emotional benefits of 963 Hz are particularly resonant for those over 35, who often carry the cumulative weight of years spent juggling roles: parent, partner, professional, friend. This stage of life can bring a unique kind of pressure, where the demands of the present collide with reflections on the past and uncertainties about the future. The 963 Hz frequency offers a sanctuary, a space to release the emotional baggage that accumulates over time. It's not about denying pain or pretending everything is perfect, it's about creating room for hope, for possibility, for a lighter way of being. Moreover, this frequency can foster a deeper connection to your emotions, helping you process them rather than suppress them. In a world that often demands we push through or stay strong, 963 Hz invites you to soften, to feel, to honor the full spectrum of your human experience. It's a reminder that vulnerability is not weakness but a doorway to healing. As you listen, you may find suppressed emotions, grief, frustration, or even joy, rising to the surface, ready to be acknowledged and released. As we move forward, we'll explore practical ways to integrate 963 Hz into your daily life, turning this emotional anchor into a tangible tool for transformation. The journey from stress to serenity begins with a single step, a moment of listening, of breathing, of trusting that peace is within your reach. Now that we've explored the science, stories, and spiritual depth of the 963 Hz frequency, let's bring it into your life in a tangible, meaningful way. The beauty of this frequency is its accessibility. It doesn't require expensive equipment, years of meditation practice, or esoteric knowledge. It's a tool that anyone can use, whether you're a busy professional, a parent juggling responsibilities, or someone simply seeking a moment of peace. The key is intention and consistency, transforming this cosmic vibration into a daily practice that nurtures your mind, body, and soul. Here's a detailed, step-by-step guide to harnessing the power of 963 Hz, designed to fit into your life and amplify its transformative effects. Step 1. Create a sacred space. The environment you choose can profoundly influence your experience with 963 Hz. Find a quiet corner of your home where you can be undisturbed for 10 to 20 minutes. This could be a cozy chair by a window, a cushion on the floor, or even your bed if you're listening before sleep. The goal is to create a space that feels safe and serene, a sanctuary where you can let go of the outside world. Enhance the atmosphere with simple touches that engage your senses. Light a candle or some incense to set a calming mood. Scents like lavender or sandalwood can complement the frequency's soothing effects. If you prefer, place a small crystal, such as amethyst or clear quartz, nearby. These are often associated with the crown chakra and can amplify your intention. Dim the lights or draw the curtains to soften the space, creating a cocoon-like environment that invites introspection. The act of preparing this space is itself a ritual, signaling to your mind and body that you're entering a moment of sacred pause. Step 2. Choose your medium. To fully experience 963 Hz, use high-quality headphones or a good speaker system. Headphones are ideal because they immerse you in the sound, blocking out external distractions and allowing the frequency to resonate deeply. Look for 963 Hz tracks on platforms like YouTube, Spotify, or dedicated meditation apps. You'll find a variety of options, from pure tones to guided meditations layered with the frequency. Pure tones are excellent for a direct, unadulterated experience, while guided meditations can provide structure if you're new to this practice. When selecting a track, ensure it's from a reputable source to guarantee the accuracy of the frequency. Avoid tracks with heavy overlays of music or effects that might dilute the 963 Hz tone. If possible, choose a track that's at least 10 to 15 minutes long to give yourself time to sink into the experience. Some tracks are designed to loop seamlessly, making them perfect for longer sessions. If you're unsure where to start, search for terms like 963 Hz Solfeggio, Crown Chakra Healing, or 963 Hz Cosmic Connection to find high-quality options. Step 3. Set a clear intention. Before you begin, take a moment to clarify your purpose. The 963 Hz frequency is a powerful tool, but its effects are amplified when paired with intention. Ask yourself, what do I seek from this moment? Your intention could be as simple as, I want to feel calm, or as profound as, I seek to connect with my higher wisdom. Other possibilities include releasing stress, gaining clarity on a decision, or opening your heart to spiritual insight. There's no right or wrong intention, trust what feels true for you in this moment. To anchor your intention, you might silently repeat it in your mind, write it in a journal, or even speak it aloud. This act of setting an intention is like planting a seed. The 963 Hz frequency will nurture it, helping it take root in your consciousness. If you're feeling overwhelmed or uncertain, a universal intention like, I am open to peace and guidance, can be a gentle starting point. Step 4. Breathe and listen. Now, it's time to immerse yourself in the frequency. Sit comfortably or lie down, ensuring your body is relaxed but supported. Close your eyes to turn your focus inward. Begin with a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale through your mouth for 6. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, preparing your body to receive the frequency's calming effects. As you press play, let the 963 Hz tone wash over you like a gentle wave. Don't try to force anything, simply allow the sound to envelop you. You might feel a tingling sensation, a warmth in your chest, or a sense of lightness. These are signs that the frequency is resonating with your body. To deepen the experience, visualize a radiant violet or white light at the crown of your head, the seat of the crown chakra. With each breath, imagine this light expanding, connecting you to the universe's infinite wisdom. This visualization can enhance the frequency's spiritual and emotional effects, creating a bridge between your inner world and the cosmos. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Gently bring your focus back to the sound in your breath. The 963 Hz frequency is forgiving. It doesn't demand perfection, only presence. Aim to listen for at least 10 to 15 minutes, though longer sessions, 20 to 30 minutes, can deepen the experience. If you're short on time, even 5 minutes can offer a moment of reset. Step 5. Journal your insights. After your session, take a few minutes to reflect. The 963 Hz frequency often sparks insights, emotions, or visions that arise from your subconscious or higher self. Grab a notebook and jot down anything that comes to mind, thoughts, feelings, images, or even seemingly random ideas. Don't judge or overanalyze, simply let the words flow. This practice can reveal patterns or truths you hadn't noticed before, helping you integrate the frequency's effects into your daily life. For example, You might write about a sense of calm that lingered after listening, a sudden clarity about a problem, or a memory that surfaced unexpectedly. Over time, journaling can become a map of your inner journey, showing you how 963 Hz is guiding you toward greater peace and wisdom. If you're not a writer, you can reflect silently or share your experience with a trusted friend. Step 6. Build a consistent practice. The true power of 963 Hz unfolds with regularity. Like any practice, whether it's exercise, meditation, or learning a new skill, consistency builds momentum. Try incorporating 963 Hz into your routine, ideally daily or a few times a week. Mornings can be a great time to set a positive tone for the day, while evenings can help you unwind and release stress before sleep. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a difference, creating a ripple effect that transforms how you navigate life's challenges. To stay committed, tie your 963 Hz practice to an existing habit, like your morning coffee or nightly wind-down routine. You can also set a gentle reminder on your phone or keep your headphones and journal in your sacred space as a visual cue. Over weeks or months, you may notice subtle shifts, a softening of stress, a sharper intuition, or a deeper sense of connection to yourself and the world. Step 7. Experiment and personalize. The 963 Hz frequency is versatile, so feel free to adapt your practice to suit your needs. For example, you might combine it with other mindfulness techniques, like gentle yoga or a gratitude practice, to enhance its effects. If you enjoy creative pursuits, try listening while painting, writing, or gardening. The frequency can amplify your creative flow. You can also use 963 Hz during moments of stress, keeping a short track on your phone for quick resets during a busy day. If you're spiritually inclined, consider pairing 963 Hz with affirmations or mantras that resonate with the crown chakra, such as, "I am connected to the universe," or "I trust my inner wisdom." For those who prefer a scientific lens, focus on the frequency's ability to calm your nervous system and enhance brainwave coherence. The beauty of 963 Hz is that it meets you where you are, offering a path to healing that's as unique as you are. Why this matters? This practical approach to 963 Hz is more than a routine, it's an act of self-care, a commitment to your well-being in a world that often pulls you in 1,000 directions. For those over 35, who may feel stretched thin by life's demands, this practice offers a way to reclaim your center. It's a reminder that you don't need hours of free time or a perfect life to find peace, you just need a willingness to pause, to listen, to be present with yourself. As we move forward, we'll explore how the effects of 963 Hz extend beyond you, creating a ripple effect that touches those around you. This simple practice is the gateway to not only personal transformation but also a broader impact on the world. The journey with the 963 Hz frequency doesn't end with you, it extends outward, touching the lives of those around you and, in its own quiet way, the world at large. This is the ripple effect, a profound truth about transformation. When you align with a vibration as harmonious as 963 Hz, you don't just heal yourself, you become a beacon of peace, radiating clarity and calm to everyone you encounter. In a world often fractured by division, stress, and noise, this ripple effect is nothing short of revolutionary, offering a path toward collective healing, one person at a time. Think of your inner state as a pebble dropped into a still pond. The moment you find peace through 963 Hz, whether it's a fleeting moment of calm or a deeper shift in perspective, that peace creates ripples that spread outward. Your calm presence might soothe a frazzled colleague during a tense meeting, their stress softening because of your grounded energy. Your newfound clarity could inspire a friend to pursue a long-forgotten dream, sparked by a conversation where you listened with true presence. Even in your home, your family might feel a subtle shift, an atmosphere of warmth and patience that wasn't there before. These moments, small as they seem, are the seeds of change, planted through the quiet power of your inner transformation. This ripple effect is rooted in a profound spiritual and philosophical truth, articulated by thinkers like Eckhart Tolle in his book The Power of Now. You are not separate from the whole. Your transformation is the world's transformation. When you embrace the 963 Hz frequency, you're not just cultivating personal peace, you're contributing to a collective awakening. Each time you listen, each time you choose presence over chaos, you're adding a drop of harmony to the collective consciousness. In a world where negativity and fear often dominate, this act of alignment is a radical one, a quiet rebellion against disconnection and despair. Consider Clara's story from earlier. Her journey with 963 Hz didn't just change her, it touched those around her. Her students noticed a new patience in her teaching, a warmth that made them feel seen. Her family felt the difference in her presence, as she listened more deeply and reacted less impulsively. Clara didn't set out to change the world, but by changing herself, she did. Her story is a reminder that transformation is contagious. When you embody the peace and wisdom of 963 Hz, you become a living invitation for others to seek their own. This ripple effect is especially poignant for those over 35, who often hold roles of influence, whether as parents, mentors, leaders, or friends. Your emotional and spiritual state shapes the environments you inhabit, from your workplace to your community. By integrating 963 Hz into your life, you're not just healing yourself, you're creating spaces where others can feel safe, inspired, and connected. In a time when so many feel isolated or overwhelmed, your presence can be a lighthouse, guiding others toward their own inner calm. But the ripple effect goes beyond personal interactions, it's about the collective energy we share. Modern science, particularly in fields like quantum physics and consciousness studies, suggests that our thoughts and emotions contribute to a shared field of energy. While this idea may sound esoteric, it aligns with ancient wisdom that sees humanity as interconnected. The 963 Hz frequency, with its high vibration, can elevate your contribution to this field, amplifying positivity and coherence. When you share your experience, whether by recommending a 963 Hz track to a friend, posting about it online, or simply embodying its effects, you're planting seeds of hope and possibility, inviting others to explore this path. This is why sharing this knowledge matters. When you like or share a video like this, you're not just spreading information, you're extending an invitation to healing. You're helping others discover a tool that could quiet their anxiety, spark their intuition, or reconnect them with their purpose. In a world where so many are searching for meaning, your small act of sharing can have an outsized impact, creating ripples that reach far beyond your immediate circle. As we move forward, we'll address the natural skepticism that arises when exploring something as unconventional as a healing frequency. But for now, let this sink in, your journey with 963 Hz is bigger than you. It's a gift to yourself, yes, but also to those you love, to strangers you'll never meet, and to a world that desperately needs more peace. By embracing this frequency, you're not just transforming your life, you're helping to weave a tapestry of connection and healing that spans the globe. It's only natural to approach the idea of a healing frequency like 963 Hz with a raised eyebrow. In a world saturated with quick fixes, miracle cures, and overhyped wellness trends, the claim that a simple sound could reduce stress, enhance intuition, or connect you to the cosmos might sound too good to be true. Skepticism is healthy, it keeps us grounded, protects us from empty promises, and encourages us to seek evidence. So, let's address that skepticism head-on, exploring why 963 Hz is worth considering and how you can test its effects for yourself. The answer, as we'll see, lies not in blind belief but in personal experience, supported by a blend of science, history, and the wisdom of those who've walked this path before. First, let's acknowledge the source of doubt. We live in an age where information overload and marketing hype can make even the most promising ideas feel suspect. You might wonder, how can a single frequency, just a vibration in the air, have such profound effects on my mind, body, or spirit? Isn't this just another new age fad, repackaging ancient mysticism for modern audiences? These are valid questions, and they deserve a thoughtful response. The power of 963 Hz doesn't come from magic or exaggeration, it's rooted in the interplay of science, spirituality, and human experience, each offering a piece of the puzzle. From a scientific perspective, we've already explored how sound frequencies influence the body and mind. Studies in neuroacoustics, like those published in the Journal of Neuroacoustic Research, show that specific tones can shift brainwave patterns, guiding the mind into states of relaxation, focus, or deep meditation. The 963 Hz frequency, part of the Solfeggio scale, is particularly effective at inducing theta and delta brainwave states, which are associated with intuition, creativity, and restorative calm. Research from Frontiers in Psychology, 2021, also demonstrates that sound can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol and easing stress. These effects aren't speculative, they're measurable, grounded in the way sound interacts with our nervous system, brain, and even the water molecules that make up over 60% of our bodies, as seen in Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments. But science alone doesn't tell the whole story. The 963 Hz frequency carries a historical and cultural weight that adds depth to its significance. The Solfeggio frequencies, including 963 Hz, trace their origins to ancient musical traditions, such as Gregorian chants and Vedic mantras, which were used for centuries to elevate consciousness and foster healing. These traditions weren't based on placebo or superstition, they were born from careful observation of how sound affects the human spirit. The fact that cultures across time, from ancient Egypt to medieval Europe, revered specific tones for their transformative power suggests there's something universal at play, something that transcends modern skepticism. Still, you might argue that historical use doesn't prove efficacy, and you'd be right. This is where personal experience becomes the ultimate arbiter. The true test of 963 Hz isn't in a lab or a history book, it's in how it feels for you. Skepticism often dissolves in the face of direct encounter. Think back to Clara's story. She was a skeptic, too, dismissing the idea that a sound could ease her anxiety. Yet, when she listened to 963 Hz, she felt a shift, a lightness, a stillness, that she couldn't explain but couldn't deny. Her story echoes countless others who approached this frequency with doubt, only to find it opened a door to peace or clarity they hadn't expected. So, how can you move past skepticism and explore 963 Hz for yourself? Start small and stay curious. Find a reputable 963 Hz track, pure tones are best for beginners, and listen for just 5 minutes. Use headphones, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Notice what happens without forcing expectations. Does your breathing slow? Do your thoughts soften? Do you feel a subtle warmth or a sense of calm? These small shifts are often the first signs that the frequency is resonating with you. If 5 minutes feels good, try 10 or 15 minutes daily for a week, journaling any changes in your mood, sleep, or perspective. This approach isn't about believing blindly, it's about gathering your own evidence, letting your experience be the guide. It's also worth addressing a common concern, the placebo effect. Could the benefits of 963 Hz simply be your mind convincing itself of change? While the placebo effect is real and powerful, it doesn't diminish the value of the experience. If listening to 963 Hz helps you feel calmer, more focused, or more connected, does it matter whether the mechanism is purely physiological or partly psychological? The outcome, your well-being, is what counts. Plus, the scientific studies we've discussed suggest there's more at play than just belief. The frequency's effects on brainwaves and the nervous system are measurable, not imaginary. For those who lean heavily on logic, consider this: even if you strip away the spiritual or mystical aspects, 963 Hz is, at its core, a form of sound therapy, a practice with growing acceptance in mainstream wellness. Hospitals use music therapy to reduce patient anxiety. Apps like Calm and Headspace incorporate soundscapes to promote relaxation. The 963 Hz frequency is a specialized tool within this broader field, one that combines ancient wisdom with modern understanding. You don't need to buy into chakras or cosmic connections to appreciate its potential, just approach it as a sound that might help you relax, like a favorite song or the sound of ocean waves. Finally, let's draw inspiration from the poet Rumi, who wrote, "Beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there." Skepticism often lives in the realm of right or wrong, demanding proof before exploration. But the 963 Hz frequency invites you to step into that field, a place of openness, where you can test, feel, and discover without judgment. You don't have to abandon your critical mind, just hold it lightly, giving yourself permission to experiment. As with any journey, the first step is the hardest, but it's also the one that leads to possibility. As we approach the conclusion of this journey, we'll tie together the threads of science, spirituality, and practice, offering a final invitation to embrace the 963 Hz frequency. For now, let your skepticism be a doorway, not a wall, a prompt to listen, to feel, and to see what unfolds. As we draw this journey to a close, take a moment to pause and reflect on the path we've traveled together. We've explored the 963 Hz frequency from every angle, its scientific foundations, its spiritual resonance, its emotional healing, and its potential to ripple outward, touching lives beyond your own. We've met Clara, whose story showed us how a single moment of curiosity can spark transformation, and we've addressed skepticism, inviting you to test this frequency for yourself. Now, as we stand at the threshold of this conclusion, the 963 Hz frequency emerges not just as a sound, but as a profound invitation, a cosmic call to reconnect with your deepest self and remember that you are a spark of the universe, woven into its boundless tapestry. The 963 Hz frequency is more than a vibration, it's a reminder of who you are beneath the noise of daily life. In a world that pulls you outward, demanding your time, energy, and attention, this frequency calls you inward, to a place of stillness where wisdom, peace, and infinite possibility reside. It's a sanctuary you can access anytime, anywhere, with nothing more than a pair of headphones and an open heart. Whether you're seeking relief from stress, clarity for a decision, or a deeper connection to the divine, 963 Hz offers a path, not by changing your external circumstances, but by helping you rediscover the strength and light within you. This journey has been about more than understanding a frequency, it's been about recognizing your own potential for transformation. You don't need to be a mystic, a scientist, or a spiritual guru to embrace this. You don't need hours of free time or a perfectly quiet life. All you need is a willingness to listen, to pause, to give yourself permission to feel the subtle hum of the universe resonating within you. The 963 Hz frequency is a gentle guide, meeting you exactly where you are, whether you're a skeptic testing the waters, a seeker longing for meaning, or someone simply craving a moment of calm in a chaotic world. As you move forward, carry this invitation with you, tonight, or whenever you're ready, dim the lights, find a quiet space, and press play on a 963 Hz track. Let the sound wash over you, like starlight spilling across a darkened sky. Breathe deeply, and notice what arises, perhaps a softening in your chest, a spark of insight, or a quiet sense of connection to something greater. Know that in that moment, you're not alone. You're joining countless others around the world, people like Clara, people like you, who are awakening to their own divine potential, one vibration at a time. Together, you're part of a quiet revolution, a movement of hearts aligning with the pulse of the cosmos. This frequency is a gift, but its true power lies in sharing it. If this message has resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video and share it with someone who needs a moment of peace, a friend struggling with stress, a family member seeking clarity, or even a stranger online who might stumble across it at the right moment. Your small act of sharing can send ripples far beyond what you imagine, helping these whispers of the universe reach those who need them most. In a world that often feels divided and heavy, sharing this knowledge is an act of hope, a way to weave connection and healing into the fabric of our collective experience. And don't let this be the end of your journey. Subscribe to stay connected. We'll be diving deeper into the world of healing frequencies, meditation, and holistic wellness in future videos, offering more tools to nurture your mind, body, and soul. Each step you take, each moment you spend with practices like 963 Hz, is a step toward a life of greater clarity, resilience, and joy. You're not just listening to a sound, you're answering a call to become the fullest, most vibrant version of yourself. Until we meet again, may you find the stillness within, and may it guide you to the stars. Let the 963 Hz frequency be your compass, pointing you toward peace, wisdom, and the infinite beauty of your own existence. This is your cosmic invitation. Will you accept it?